Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm a little under the weather, so you'll have to forgive me for that. Haven't done any video game videos in a while. Got back into playing WoW, and not really a real serious player, pretty casual. I don't really raid. I don't have the time. I'm usually not good enough to do that kind of thing. And I got into doing the challenge mode, which I thought surely I could do. I'm at 941 gear, high level. This was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in this game. I've probably got 20 attempts in, almost 2 full flasks. You can see up there my flask is almost out. This isn't really so much a how-to, just wanted to share the experience. This is about as much as I could track with my brain at one time. I had to go change my spec. Had to consider lots of other options. So see here I'm doing Blizzard off the start. Normally I don't run with the Water Elemental. You'll see later why I decided to try that for positioning's sake. But, you know, in case you hadn't seen the fight before, you have to basically fight and kite this guy, because if he catches you, you're dead. So it's just chain slows. There you see I'm mashing the wrong keys on the keyboard. But chain slows, pretty much want to get Blizzard out every time it's available to be cast, where you have time to do it, because that's what gets your next Frozen Orb out. And man, let me tell you, I died so many times. I fully broke my gear twice working on this guy. But really the key, I think, that I ended up finding out between the Water Elemental and one other thing, which is the food buff I have, which is Bear Tartar. Found that on another video. Alright, so here's phase 2. See, that guy goes immune, so you gotta fight the guy in the middle. Spawns a whole bunch of ads. That's fine, because actually, they don't move that fast, and with Blizzard, they really don't move that fast, so once you're doing that, you can pretty successfully keep them anchored, and those procs will help refresh your Frozen Orb really, really, really frequently. You know, if this was the end of the fight, it'd be cake, but it gets a lot more complicated than that. Fireball there was the Kill Jaden Legendary Trinket, which helps in the AoE here. But as you can see, the little sprint sound you're hearing, that Bear Tartar buff gives me a sprint buff every time I kill something. And these ads just keep spawning. So it's basically golden for me to be able to sprint to get away from that guy, because the whole name of the game is doing everything you need to do while making sure that that guy doesn't catch you. You see that message about the demonic hand being cast. You see the cast bar up there. That's basically a 3.5 million channel once it goes off, so those are nuked down. First one's usually not too hard. It's just a matter of keeping track of all of them. Where is Karam, the sword shield guy? Don't let him catch you. Where's the hand? Did a hand spawn? You can see down there in the middle, I've got a bunch of macros I had to build to sort of help do all that. So here I am in phase, what's this, 3, 4. The actual quest guy's vulnerable again in the middle. Went ahead and used my time warp, trying to just focus him down, because he's the only one you technically need to kill to end the scenario. Keep the Blizzard up. And the new thing here is that rune that just put on the ground. I don't know if you saw that really quickly. What I did was I told my my pet to go stand there in the rune, because if you don't, it spawns this giant ad which gets you killed. Okay, so there's Karam again. So now you have to still do the hands, you have to still do the runes, and you have to do the ads, and you have to do the grasping hands and counterspell those. There's a new hand spawned. So I've almost got him down, but I've gotten this far plenty of times, because see, that hand almost got the cast off, so now I've got to finish the hand. You can see over there on the right is a rune that I just can't track at this point. I've lost... You know, I've as much as what I can track, which is pretty fortunate. You see, he goes there. He one-shots my my Water Elemental, but just in time. If the Water Elemental hadn't been there, he could have come and killed me. Oh man, it was such a relief to get this done. It was very frustrating. I've got a thing where, like, the more I fail at something, the harder I want to succeed at it, but also the angrier it makes me. So that was a fun downward spiral working on this, but it was really satisfying to finally get it accomplished. Kept the video recording here. You can see the sequence of events once you finish here and you zone out. Anyway, while that's loading, yeah, keys for me was pet to absorb the runes and bear tartar. Beyond that, just practice over and over and over. Try not to get too frustrated.
Light be with you. Light be with you.
Here we go. Challenge artifact appearance, which I do think looks a lot cooler than the default. Not default, I guess. The end of your class hall campaign appearance, which is what I had been using. There it is. Turn in this quest and you get the
Need
achievement.
help? For the